Hi, this is Rainbow Harmony, here to help you find balance and peace to live a more colorful life. And this is a pick a card reading for dream interpretation. So if you've had a dream recently and you remember some of the symbols and you remember the vibe that you got from it, but you're still kind of struggling to pin down the message, this is a reading that's meant to act more like a brainstorming session to kind of help you get that message from your dream. I love dream interpretation. In fact, I actually did dream interpretation for years just for myself before I even got into the tarot. And I think it's so interesting how through our dreams we can receive certain visions and messages, or it's just a way for our subconscious to speak to us about what some of our biggest fears are, or maybe even our deepest desires are. It's so interesting. So we're going to look into your dream today. I want you to keep in mind this is a general reading, so it may not resonate with everyone. Always trust your own intuition and your own inner guidance above all else when doing any type of tarot reading online. So all you have to do to participate in this reading is simply choose a card or choose a crystal while holding your dream in mind. So number 1 is the Tiger's Eye crystal. Number 2 is the raw quartz crystal. Number 3 is the red jasper. And number 4 is the aventurine crystal. Once you have chosen, you could head to the timestamps below in the comments or in the description. And if you choose number 1, we're going to get started right away. So for those of you who choose number 1, what is the message or the meaning behind your dream? So the card that we're getting is Daughter of Fire. So this card stands for inspiration, for love, for faith. It's a message about being in the flow. Or I would actually say letting go and letting the flow take you where it wants to take you. This is a card about surrendering, releasing. In the background here, we see what looks like some lightning coming down. It's like a strike of energy. That reminds me a little bit of the Tower card in the traditional tarot, where something from out of the blue has come and has struck you and has taken a lot of your energy and your attention. Usually this is in the form of something kind of negative or something shocking or something that falls apart. And so this is a message potentially about a situation like that in your life, like a tower moment or something that you need to release. And so this card is a message to remember your oneness, remember yourself, maintain awareness of who you are, return to your center. Everyone has their own beliefs and their own consciousness and their own way of coping with life. And this is just a reminder that you do have that ability inside to cope with life, to make decisions. Like you are inside of you, if that makes sense. Like it's just returning to the fact that, wow, I am a spiritual being having a human experience. Like there's a physical side of me, but there's also a part of me that's deep inside, my consciousness, my awareness, who I am. And I'm the one who gets to decide who that is. I'm the one who gets to discover who that is. And maybe that's what the journey of life is all about. And so this is a message that your power is rising. Like your personal power, your ability to know yourself, your ability to create changes and to manifest things in this life. This is a message to trust in the fact that you are here and you're on this planet and you're alive. Just to trust in that basic fact. Like I'm here, I'm ready, I'm open, let's make something happen. So this is a message about dreams and desires and manifestation too. it's a message about your path. Like, your path is now clear. Your path is now clear. Like, that's the message that I'm getting for you. So your path is now clear, and you have all the tools and abilities and supplies that you need to move forward at this time. So this is definitely a message of trust, a message of allowing the flow to take you where it wants to take you in your life. Maybe also a message not to bind yourself to anything right now, to just release what needs to be released, or allow what needs to fall, and to embrace where your heart is taking you right now. So I hope that message resonates with you. Thank you so much for your support. If you're interested, I have some personal readings available. I don't have too many people right now signed up for personal readings, so that's why lately I've been shouting out my same-day reading. If you need to get a reading fast, I have a same-day reading available, and it's on sale right now because I have time for it. So hit me up if you need to hear from me quickly, or you have any questions, and I'd love to pull some cards for you. And another way to support me is just to simply subscribe and to like. I'm really thankful that you guys are here watching this, and let me know what you think in the comments below. Peace out. So for those of you guys who choose number 2, the card we have for you is the 7 of Water, Excess. So here is a message about what this dream could be about, or the meaning behind the dream. Now, for many of you, not all of you, but for many of you who are watching this, I feel like this was probably a nightmare. I mean, I'm getting this really intense visual here with all these broken pots. And the 7 of Water stands for emotional depletion, like a loss of strength. Maybe even overindulgence or possible self-deception. And so it's like a really intense energy. And for any of you guys out there who have nightmares, I just want you to know that I totally understand. The struggle is real. I think everybody has nightmares, but especially reoccurring dreams. I get it. I've opened up to you guys before about my CPTSD and how sometimes that manifests in the form of nightmares. And so what I've learned about nightmares is that sometimes nightmares can be the most powerful way to tap in to your inner self and like what you need to release, what needs to be healed. I personally see nightmares as a gift, like as a blessing. Like, I wake up, it freaked me out, but I get to jot down some notes and realize, all right, wow, that was from the past, or that thing that just came up. I guess I really am freaking out about that. I need to make sure that I do something to release that, or I acknowledge that, or I turn some healing towards that, or just turn some love and light towards that area. So nightmares aren't always a sign that that's what you're going to manifest, or that you're doing something wrong. It can be for many reasons, but I also love how we have this ability to look at the nightmares and see, are there any lessons or any messages? So it's an opportunity. And so this is a message to you, that this nightmare, this dream was almost a message to you not to beat up on yourself so much. Don't beat up on yourself emotionally. Start observing how you treat yourself, speaking kinder to yourself. Sometimes I talk to myself as if I was a small child. I know this sounds weird, but just hear me out. Like, if I'm having a hard day or something, or I'm starting to freak out about something, I sometimes will just tell myself, like, it's okay, like, you've had a long day, maybe you should just take a shower and then relax and read and then come back to your work, or go back to the thing that's frustrating you. Sometimes you got to talk to yourself nicely. And if you're not paying attention, sometimes we start bullying ourselves, like, oh, why can I ever do this? Or why is this so frustrating? Or why do I have to, why does this have to happen? And we just start going on and kind of badgering ourselves, like, oh, I'm no good at this. And so this is about being conscious of that inner voice and realizing that inner voice is everything. Like, it dictates everything in your life. Like, that's your vibe, that's your frequency. And so being conscious of that and kind of steering that inner voice in a direction that's a little bit more positive as often as you can is going to help. You also want to be authentic with your emotions. So I think these two little buckets here are about being receptive to that side of yourself, or receptive to that inner voice that might be critical sometimes, and realizing, like, okay, like, these are my doubts, these are my worries, these are my fears, that's okay. I'm human, I'm gonna feel like that sometimes, but also not giving power to those thoughts. So like, this is kind of destroying it, but also embracing it. It's what makes us human. It's how we are. We got the ego, we've got the fear sometimes, but it's just, are we gonna follow that or not? And so this is a message all about finding your own truth and really getting back on the right track. Whatever you refuse to see or acknowledge inside of you sometimes can manifest in your environment for you to deal with. And it's coming to you in a dream first, almost like a message. And I don't think your exact dream is going to manifest for many of you. So don't worry about that, but it's almost like an energy thing. And so this is a message to you to take responsibility in your life for what you've created. Sometimes there's forces that are out of your control as well, but you always have control over how you are, what decision you're going to make or what you're going to do about it. And so this is like an empowering message to you, actually, a message about you standing up, taking control in your life and resolving things. And just how to be more at one with yourself, more at peace with yourself. So that's so cool. I hope that this resonated with you. Thank you so much for coming to my channel. I do want to shout out real quick that I don't have as many people signed up for readings right now, which is why I have my same day reading on sale. So I have a little bit of time over the next couple of days if anybody needs a reading quickly. And the best thing about a same day reading is that you're able to pretty much ask whatever you want and you get a fast turnaround time. But you can also check out the other readings on my site. You receive your reading within 2 weeks and there's options to receive it within 3 days. I'm mentioning a lot of timing because a lot of you guys have been asking like, why does the reading take so long and all this stuff? So I changed my process so that you guys can choose the time frame you want to receive your reading in, and it's been working really well lately. So anyways, another way to support me is simply just by liking and subscribing. Thanks again, you guys, for watching this, and let me know what you think in the comments below, and I'll see you next time. Peace out. So for those of you guys who choose number 3, let's see the possible message for you from your dream or what your dream was trying to reveal to you. So this is the 4 of Earth, a card that's talking about security. And this, I feel like, is a message to you that there is some kind of big shift coming in when it comes to your finances or when it comes to your career. I also feel like this is a message about success that's coming, stability, a position of power. So it's a very exciting message, but for some of you guys, this dream could have come in the form of some type of nightmare. I think there's sometimes those classic dreams that people can have about being worried about finances. Have you ever heard about if you have a dream where your teeth fall out, it's like a sign that you're worried about money or something like that? It's funny because I've had dreams like that in the past. Maybe some of you guys are here because you literally had that dream. That will be interesting. If that's you, you have to comment below. But basically, this could have come in the form of a nightmare for some people because there's a message right now that not to attach too much to this success or not to attach too much to your position because it's always changing. It's always changing. You know, if you realize that, yes, we are vulnerable, insecure beings, and we're very privileged to have the comfort and the things that we have, and it's kind of a message to you to realize how much you already have, to realize how much you're already looked over, to realize how much you're already protected. It's an omen that as you go through these changes, your situation's only going to get better and more stable and more secure. But some of these securities you don't want to latch on to. So it has a little bit to do with freedom too, because the more that you hold on to and the more of a bigger fortress that you build around yourself of like stability and security, sometimes that creates a wall that traps you in or that keeps you from interacting with others. It can trap you as much as it can secure you. And so this is a message to you about your personal freedom when it comes to the path of creating security, creating a foundation. And sometimes you create a foundation and you find security and stability in your life, but there's always like the next level of that. We just think, once I get to this situation in my life where I've got this and this and this, and I got this paid off, and I've got the car, and then we bought the home, and whatever it is, it's different for everybody. When I move to this place, or I get this degree, or sometimes we think that's going to bring us security. And so we collect these little things that we think are going to bring us security. And then we realize once we get it, that's not, I don't feel secure. Like, I need more. And so true security comes from the inside. It comes from the inside out. So how do we find that security inside of us? By recognizing the unchanging power in every change, every new and different situation. Accepting that everything is always changing, everything's always growing, everything's always evolving. Embracing change. So I feel like to you, this is a message about embracing change. Definitely security, of course, but it's all about embracing change. I think for some of you guys who are here, this didn't come as a nightmare. It was a pleasant dream, or it was a dream that was like, that was really random and nonsensical, but it had like a good vibe to it. So if it was more of a pleasant dream, I'd say the little spin on this card is a message to you that you're becoming very influential right now through your wealth, or your wealth has influence. And it could be a message to you to use your wealth to help in some way, to heal in some way, to realize your situation is fortunate, and that it could be that you just never know what could happen in the future. I don't want to say like your wealth is going to disappear, but maybe you cling to it because you fear it's going to disappear. And sometimes in order to restore harmony, you have to release, or you have to give, even if it's just giving to yourself. So it's almost like a treat yourself message for those of you guys who are in that situation. So I hope that this resonates with you. Thank you so much for your support. I do want to shout out right now that my same day reading is on sale, because I only have a couple people in line right now for personal readings. I'm so happy I got everybody's holiday orders done and I got a little break. And I just wanted to let you guys know about this opportunity. If you need a reading soon, or even if you just want to order a regular reading, I'm here, I'm around, I'm available. We can do live chat or whatever. Just check out my website. The information will be in the comments below. And if you would like a different way to support me, you can always just subscribe or like. I really appreciate you guys watching these videos and being my boost every day with your positive comments. So let me know what you think in the comments below, if this resonated, or if you want to share your dream with everybody. And I'll see you next time. Peace out. So for those of you guys who choose number 4, the card that we got for you is the 8 of Earth, Inner Order. And this is basically a card that's coming out to tell you that you are the boss. So I'll go ahead and explain. So your dream, whatever it was, the message that it has for you, or the meaning of this dream, has to do with trusting your development right now, trusting the natural development of your life. This is a message to you that everything is turning out for the best. If there's any suggestion that comes from this dream or from this card, it's telling you to try not to control every detail right now. You don't have to control every single detail in order to manifest this, in order to complete this. This is a message to you to continue to be diligent and maybe back off just a little bit on some of the details and let them unfold. I kind of see this vision of this flower that's starting to bloom, and it's so beautiful, and maybe you've really tilled the soil and fertilized it and watered it, made sure that the lighting and the environment were perfect, and you've just been slaving over it. But when that final unfurling of the flower happens, you can't sit there and pull apart its petals. And so this is a message to you that it's almost like you gotta allow your manifestation to come. And it's just like, it's like a message of patience too. This is like a pat on the back for you. It says you've had a positive attitude. You've had a sense of self-discipline. I see that. You're growing into a new level in your life. You've been really economic lately. It's like almost like you saved money or resources, or you planned well, or you conserved, or you made some sacrifices, and you're enjoying the fruits of your labor. And this is almost a message to you, like you're in the flow of life, like you're doing well, like all is well right now in your life. It's a very, very simple message, but a very powerful one. So I hope that resonates with you. Thank you so much for coming to my channel. If you're interested, I'm having a sale right now on my same-day readings because I don't have as many people in line for a reading right now. And so if you would like a same-day reading, they're available. Just check it out. And also be sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Peace out.